one nurse, I remember holding my hand, and she sat down on the couch with me, and I'm like, I want to be over there by the bed where I can see. And they said, Rocky, open your eyes. And Rocky, open your eyes. And he opened his eyes, and he looked the direction of the voice, and they were just elated. And it was like a fishbowl, because there's glass everywhere, and there's nurses from the whole floor, and they're just celebrating, like cheering and crying. And they're like, Mom, come up here. And so I go to the other side, and then they're like, I was like, Rocky. And turned his head, and he looked at me again and responded to pain, because that's the first thing he wanted to know, because they didn't know because of the situation of the suicide. They didn't know, and everything was working. And I was like, see, my God is good. Like, I was just like, see what can happen. See this miracle.
Did you say you had some believers that were nurses too that were caring for him?
Yes, they were putting their hands on him and praying over him, because at that time we didn't know what was going to happen, so we didn't want his friends to see him again, because he looked horrible. I didn't want other kids to see what he looked like, and I wanted to respect his privacy, because deep down in my heart, I knew he was going to wake up. So the only people that actually had come in to see him, Pastor Sterling, Pastor Trevor, Rachel, who was another part of our youth group, and physically hands praying. And then the nurses that were around us, I'm pretty open about my faith.
Sure.
So they knew they could talk to me about stuff, and they would come and just sit or catch me in the hallway. We're praying for Rocky. I just want you to know we're praying, two doors down, there's a 15-year-old passing away. He's not going to make it. And it was a car accident. And so it's like being that close to another set of parents who are just devastated, because they know for sure that he wasn't coming back. And they just needed that positivity. And God showed up big time. He showed up for those nurses, and he showed up for the doctor who didn't believe. I didn't tell you about this part. So they made us leave for a little while, because they do some things like they don't want us in there because COVID again.
Sure.
They're going to do like a port or something. And I left, and then I was coming back around, and I heard him talking on the phone. So I just kind of like waited. I didn't want to go past him. I kind of wanted to just kind of stay away from him, his energy. But he was on the phone, and it was after he woke up. He was telling another doctor, "You're not going to believe this." He woke up, and he feels all his motor functions are fine. He's moving his head, he's moving his arms, he's wiggling his fingers, he wiggled his toes. They're getting him to do like, kind of like things like this. And he's like, "You're just not going to believe this. It's astonishing." But he did not use that word miracle.
Yeah.
But he was already witnessing to somebody else. And he didn't even know.